Hey Birchouse friends, welcome back. So today we're doing something a little bit different today. We're doing an unboxing. But before I do, I want to talk a little bit about why I'm doing an unboxing. And we're going to be seeing more of these in the future. I want to talk about that too. So on top of our usual services of producing period accurate arms and armor, and of course our artwork, this year we began to offer a new service, and that was an interactive educational display. This is a history-based display where we have some of our recreations of things like our shields, and some of our arms that we've reproduced, as well as some aftermarket stuff, helmets and swords, things of that nature, for people to pick up, touch, look at, and get a hands-on experience with, as well as some actual archaeological pieces. Like we recently added this bit of 15th century chainmail to our interactive educational display. So as part of that, on those displays, we do have a small donation box. It is absolutely voluntary. We are not, there's no expectation for money. But any funds that people feel compelled to donate go to things like research, our history research, being able to contact museum curators, being able to hire translators. Some of these countries we reach out to, we try to reach out in their native language. So like when we reach out to Japanese museums, we do try to find a translator to, send an email in Japanese. It helps us provide research materials, that help us build better quality goods, and it helps us with these displays. This little bit of chainmail was through those donations. And this is a piece that's going to be able to sit on those interactive educational displays, and people are going to be able to get a good look, a close-up look at an actual piece of chainmail from the 15th century. And that is what's in here today. Not chainmail, but something for that interactive display. So let's get to it. Let's get that little card off there. Now, this is something that I was planning to get a while ago. This ended up being a little bit pricey, and we've been saving up those donations when they've come, and we had somebody donate a pretty hefty amount at our last event. Was incredibly generous, and unfortunately, I don't know who it was. It was in our little jar. Here we go. We'll set that aside. Set that aside. A lot of brown paper. This will all get reused to ship our goods. I'll come back around on that. Otherwise, we'll give away the game too early. Let's take out the main component. So what we have here, oh, it looks really pretty. This might be in 2 pieces here. Let's set that aside. What we have here, without its crest yet, is a samurai kabuto helmet. This is a reproduction from CAS Iberia. It is based on an actual museum piece. We don't know who the original owner of this helmet was. And most wonderfully, it is in Birchouse purple, which just tickles me. So there's the helmet. And I actually saw we have our mask, our Minpo. Whoa. This was not perhaps the best place to do that, but we'll get through. And I believe that's just a helmet stand. So make sure I'm not missing anything before we move on. So this is going to be part of our Japanese display. We did start this year building, you can see a little bit of it there, our Tadate and our Tate shields. Now the Tadate, calling a shield's a little bit of a misnomer. It is more like a mobile fortification than it is a shield. It's a shield wall. So let's set this box aside. There's our helmet stand, which we won't need right this second. We do have, this helmet originally had a pheasant feather. Here is our crest. So samurai helmets would have a crest to denote, I'm going to have to do some cleaning up on that, would have a crest that would denote who was wearing the helmet. And all together, we got that beautiful pheasant feather up there. That is so cool. This is going to look great with our other Japanese goods. We do have the Tadate, we have the Tate, we have a Japanese bow, and we have a katana out. As well as our Kodama that have, from Japanese folklore. And so this is all part of our Japanese display. It's part of our interactive educational display. And the cool thing about this is because of, folks' generosity, because of people's donations, this is something that's going to come with us from event to event as part of that display. And people are going to be able to pick this up. They're going to be able to try it on. They're going to be able to touch and look and ask questions. And get to see a samurai helmet up close and personal. Now, albeit not a museum archaeological find, not a museum collection piece, but a reproduction. But they're going to be able to get an up close and personal look at, and I'm going to do it because, how could I not? That is incredible. That is so much fun. So, to all of you who have donated to us in the past, thank you so much. Your generosity really does mean the world to us. And it does give us an opportunity to expand our educational displays. It gives other folks an opportunity to come and see some things that maybe they would never get to see in real life, in person otherwise. As I said before, our donations, they only go to the educational side of this. It goes to our research. It goes to reaching out to museum collections. It goes to these displays. That's where all of that goes. And this is just really cool. I'm really excited to show this off. And this is actually going to make its debut tomorrow at the 9th Annual Regional Chamber Business Expo. We're taking a very, very small taste of our interactive educational display and talk about what we do here at Birchouse Workshop. And so we're going to be taking this, we're going to take our Tadate, and we're going to debut this tomorrow. So once again, if you've ever donated, thank you. I cannot begin to express my gratitude. And, keep an eye here as a part of as part of our transparency. We want people to know that their money is going to a where we say it's going. And so we are going to continue. We're going to start doing these unboxings so that you can see what your money's going to. So whether it's a helmet or even something like a new book that is part of our research, we're going to be doing these unboxings more often and in the future. So once again, guys, thank you, and we'll see you all in the next video.
白樺の家へようこそ歴史と芸術が出会う場所十分な注意を払って私たちは 自分たちの役割を